all right. This is Mongo from Mongo's Big Thinks. Bit of a throwback for you guys right now. Bit of a throwback. This is Monstrous News with Mongo. I'm your host, Mongo, and well, I got quite a few things here and there, and what do you know? We got Mr. Bone. Mr. Bone down in the chat. Hope you're having a good day, man. Yeah. So if you're unfamiliar, this is Monstrous News with Mongo. I did this I was doing it pretty steadily, like every week for probably 2 or 3 months ago. Probably 2 or 3 months ago, I was doing this just to kind of get a bit of a routine going, trying to get videos coming out, live streams and stuff like that. But eventually I kind of started thinking, well, there isn't too much real news here. It was mostly just me talking about toys, Godzilla toys, and whatever else was coming out. But, I'm in a great mood today. Not that I'm in a bad mood most of the time, but today is really great day. Today is just a really great day. I got, it's Godzilla Day. I have 1954 Gojira waiting for me after this little stream. It's just a really great day. I had a nice time at work this morning. Pardon me. Let me cough. I'm going to cough and clear my throat here for a second. All right. Anyhow. So you may notice, before we get into the nitty gritty, the meat and potatoes of our little stream here, there's a lovely little logo there, Mongo's Big Thinks. And I talked a little bit about this last night, but I was surprised by this wonderful logo from a very cool guy on Twitter. His name is the Fandom Menace, also known as CJ. Let me just type in his thing here so I can give you a link to him. And I'm not going to lie, folks. I'm going to tell you straight. This guy, he's very eccentric. You can learn a lot just from looking at his profile. But I'm going to post a link to his Twitter right here. And he was very patient with me. He was very patient with good old Mongo. So let me share the screen, share the tab here. Here we go. The Fandom Menace, CJ. So as you can tell, he's got great taste. He loves pineapple pizza. I love pineapple pizza. So it's a win-win right there. He is a Canadian man, a Canadian. He's got an Instagram. So, let me copy that Instagram. And, I'll copy it. I'll paste it. If the Instagram is, I don't actually use Instagram, but there's his Instagram. Don't have Twitter. Oh, well, that's fine, I guess. But you may see him pop up in some stream chats every now and then. But he's very interesting dude. It was very nice of him. Just one day, yesterday, just out of the blue, I wake up. It's about, and then later in the day, around 10 or 11, he DMs me this logo, and then he also DMs me a Christmas version. And I was like surprised. I was like, whoa, thank you. And of course I made sure. I'm like, hey, do you want me to pay you or reimburse you? Not because because I felt like, hey, this is something good. I value it, so I want to make sure that I don't want to take advantage of you and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty funny. On Twitter, he's interesting. He's interesting. But yeah. And so he made this lovely little logo here. Now I am le noob. I am le big noob. Big noob when it comes to doing graphics and stuff like that. Like, it took me forever trying to figure out that logo up in the top there. This thing, this little logo thing here. But anyhow, look at that. That's pretty neat. Gonna have to figure out how to get that into a circle. I don't want to have to buy Photoshop, but I'll see what I can do. But yeah, very cool stuff. Anyhow, I've gabbed enough about this. Let's talk about a few things in the world of kaiju. So, as usual, I have very many tabs opened. I have probably like 10 or 15, which is why I'm not going on camera right now. If you want to see my face, then I actually talked a bit about some Godzilla comics not too long ago, probably about 2 hours ago, maybe. It was pretty neat. I went on cam, showed some of the art off in those books. There's a lot of good stuff. And let's see here. Let me see. Share the tab. So in Japan right now, actually, they're doing an online Godzilla festival kind of thing. You can find a lot of updates on Godzilla. It's like the Godzilla channel, I think, the official Godzilla channel. Let me confirm that. Let's see, Godzilla, official Godzilla. Let's see, official Godzilla. Woo! There we go, the Godzilla channel. So you can stay pretty much up to date on a lot of the stuff that's happening with this online convention thing by just going through here. It's very helpful if you if you know Japanese, but if you got Google Translate, then that'll help a lot. Man, I'm coughing like a cougher. Gosh. There's a lot of good stuff on there. There's a lot of new stuff coming out too. And one of my resources for kind of just staying up to date on the whole kaiju Godzilla scene is a page on Twitter. That is Kaiju News Outlet. So let's just get a warm up here. Let's warm this up a bit. Warm up the computer here. Let's see. So let's start out with this image. We got Godzilla and Jet Jaguar. And Godzilla's got this tree, and he's got a little he's got a little power line in his mouth. I saw this earlier today, and I couldn't help but laugh because it looked pretty funny. At first I was thinking, what is Godzilla doing to Jet Jaguar? Is he gonna beat him up with that tree? Like, he looks like he's come to get his money, his loan money. But I really got a laugh out of that. Jet Jaguar, he's the little guy in the suit there. He's a robot, but in that image, he's not looking too good. Maybe maybe it's Jet Jaguar. Maybe it's from Zone Fighter. That's another kind of thing that's similar look to that. But anyhow, so we got that warmed up. Let me exit out of that tab. So there's been a lot to go through here. A lot of stuff has come out in the last couple of months about Godzilla. And not just Godzilla, but a variety of things. So before we get into the Godzilla, the good stuff, let's take a look at something here. Breaking news. This was shared out on Kaiju News Outlet. This was back yesterday, November 2nd. So, breaking news, a new Shin Ultraman statue showcasing the character's full design has been revealed during the grand opening of the Sukagawa Archive Center in Japan. So, Ultraman, he's a great character, very old time character for the kaiju genre. Here's an image of him, and basically, there's not too much to really say. It looks like Ultraman. And there we got some of the guys here. It's very interesting. I think it's neat. We also have another image of actually from a promotional thing, I believe. It's a promotional thing here. Let me just share that. I'm gonna exit out of that tab. I'm gonna do what I always do here. Exit out of that little tab, and let me try and share the next screen here. Next tab. Okay, here we go. Subaraya has announced that Shin Ultraman will be released sometime during early summer 2021. And here's an image. Now, it's not the best quality, and he's just standing there. But anyhow, it is neat. It's always cool to get some Ultraman. There's a lot of funny comments on the side here. That's pretty funny. Here's an image again. It's definitely not all rendered and stuff like that. I don't know what the exact term would be, but by the look of it, it just looks like it's been edited into this picture, or the picture is green screen behind the actual dude. But really interesting stuff. I'll be looking forward to that. It's going to be coming out sometime during summer 2021. So 2021 is going to be a very nice year for giant monsters. Excuse me, folks. I'm going to clear my throat again. I'm going to cough a bit more. All right. Well, it wasn't really a cough. It was more of a but anyhow. So Shin Ultraman. That'll be interesting to see. It'll be cool to see some kaiju with, hopefully, if not their original designs, then maybe some revamping of some of the designs. Some good stuff. It's some good stuff. But here's some little things here about Gamera. Got to talk a little bit about Gamera. The good old turtle has gone through quite a bit, but let's see here. I believe this is a Bandai Gashapon. This is a Gashapon figure. So this is a $3 figure. Little Gamera. This is legless Gamera. And there's another look at legless Gamera. But basically, these are $3 figures because these are very tiny. These are probably like around an inch tall at the most, maybe 2 inches. Tiny little figures, but they look very nice. And I don't think I could paint something like that, at least those fine details like the eyes and the pupils and whatnot. But they also have a Gauss figure announced. And let me share that with you guys. The Gauss figure is pretty neat. Now, this is the design of Gauss from Gamera, Guardian of the Universe. This is also a $3 figure, but this is looking really neat here. I really like this in-flight Gauss, because in that movie, Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, you had the Gauss. They started out as these small monsters, roughly the size of like a small car. And as they continued to eat people, they would grow. So you can do that. You can incorporate something like this. You get 3 or 4 of these flying figures of Gauss, and they'd look great in a little display with your Monster Arts Gamera, or if you have a Revoltech Gamera, or even just a Gamera statue that you have. There's a lot of possibilities that you can have fun with these cheaper figures here. And it's always good to be able to incorporate a variety of figures into a display. Hopefully, folks, you're all doing good here. And as we mosey along, there's been some really good stuff here. So first, we got a Blu-ray Steelbook. This is older news. This came out in October 23rd. We got a Blu-ray Steelbook of the of the Gamera Heisei trilogy for $47. That ain't too bad. 3 movies. They're going to be in Blu-ray quality, hopefully. And it's a Steelbook, which is really nice. And I'm really going to keep my eyes open for this January of next year. It looks great. Personally, I already have the DVD set, but I'm definitely tempted. To get this in a Steelbook. You have the beautiful art there of Guardian of the Universe and also Attack of Legion. Very nice stuff. Oh, I love that art right there. Great looking stuff. And that's not all. We got another thing, another premium thing here. So it has also been announced that there will be a 4K release of Gamera, this Gamera trilogy too. So let's see. Part of the new Gamera 55th anniversary project, Gamera Guardian of the Universe will be shown at 7 Dolby Cinema locations across Japan for a limited time, beginning at November 27th. So it's a good time to live in Japan. But also here we have an image of 4K. And then let's share this other thing. So here they have the 4K trilogy. Here we go. There we go. So this is obviously a much higher quality than the Blu-ray Steelbook. But let's take a look at this. So these are going to be 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays will soon be coming to Japan as part of a new Gamera 55th anniversary project. The sets are scheduled to release on January 29th for approximately $75 each. So that's going to be $75 per bundle here. So, per case. And that's definitely going to be, that's a hefty sum of money. If you bought all 3 of these, that would be 75 times 3. That's going to be a very hefty amount of money. That's going to be over $200 for the purchase of all 3 of these. Is it worth it? I'm not really sure. I've never watched a 4K Blu-ray disc in person, so to speak. So if you guys have seen that, definitely let me know. I would be interested. I think I've watched a few 4K videos on YouTube, maybe. Either that or it was some other kind of resolution or definition, I guess. But yeah. Oh, and then here's something that made me laugh when I saw it, because this is something that is gigantic. And this is a statue of Eva Unit 1. So this is from the series Evangelion. Now look at this. So this is a giant new Eva Unit 1 statue has been announced. The statue stands at over 2 meters tall, weighs roughly 80 pounds, and includes a display pedestal. You can purchase the statue now from the official online Evangelion store for approximately $16.323K. So let's take a look at some of these pictures. Now, this isn't something new. There have been 4 or 5 of these large Evangelion statues that have been getting sold online through Evangelion store. Let's take a look at some of these, some of these, some of these pictures here. So it's a nice pose here. You know, it's pretty much what you would expect. Good pose. You know, he's ready to duke it out with some monsters. There's this little display pedestal, bunch of hexagons. Wait, no, octagons. A bunch of polygons. And here he is next to a woman. So this is 2 meters and 10 centimeters tall. So this thing is monstrous. It weighs 80 pounds. I think I talked a bit about some of these types of statues earlier. Like this is something that I could imagine seeing at a museum or like a amusement park, or not quite an amusement park, but you know what I mean, like a private mansion or something. Like just imagine seeing something like this in somebody's house. That would be nuts. Just like walking into their front door and all of a sudden you see this thing just standing there. Oh, it'd be amazing. 4K would look awesome. It's definitely something I gotta check out. Something I gotta check out. I got an older style Blu-ray player, so I'm not quite sure if it would be, work with that. But hey, I'll do my research, I guess. But let's just take another look at this. When I saw this, it kind of reminded me of those little comics or the memes, where it's about how to talk to a little person or a short person. I gotta search that up now. How to talk to a short person. Meme. We gotta get the meme here. There we go. There are a lot of memes of this. Oh goodness. Let me try and find the best. There we go. There's the one that I think is the original. Oh no, not quite. That's not the original. Oh well, yeah. Okay, we'll make that work. There's so many memes of this online, and it's hilarious to me. That's what I first thought of when I saw that image of that last of the Evangelion with a regular person. How to talk to short people. Obviously, they switched it around here originally. Well, no, I think in the original image it wasn't a meme. It was more of a, they flipped it around. They had this as the bad thing and this as the good thing. But well, it looks like a meme for sure. Yep. I gotta say, looking at all these memes here, there's a lot of funny stuff. There are a lot of funny memes of how to talk to short people. This was very funny to me. Choking person. I was like, oh goodness. Well, you already know. Just so many memes. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Funny. Alrighty. We're doing good. We've gotten through all of the other stuff, and we're gonna close it out on just some Godzilla stuff here. So I'm going to start out with, let's see. So we got this cool thing from Mondo. Mondo is an interesting little company. They do a lot of cool stuff, but they also have a line of mugs called Tiki mugs. So they portray characters, pop culture characters, or characters of media who, in a stylized format. So I'll show you right here. They announced a new tiki mug of Godzilla from the Showa era. So let's take a look at that right now. Mondo News has revealed that pre-orders, excuse me, for this mug are going to begin on November 24th. Well, let's take a look at this. I really got to say, this is very nice looking. It'd be great if they put in some details on like the height of this thing. But honestly, basically, if you're going to buy this, I doubt you're going to actually drink out of it, but that's just me. That's just me, of course. I think this looks great. I love the colors on here. You have the gray, the white teeth, white eyes. Interesting choice. And you have this him standing on waves, which is really nice to see. I think Mondo really did a good job just designing this. And, it's a simple thing. It's a simple design, but it's really nice looking. It really works for me. I think it's a real winner here. Real winner. And speaking of winners, I was overjoyed to see this all over the Halloween weekend. So I'm not really a huge fan of The Big Bang Theory. That TV show, it's all right. I don't think it's the best thing ever, but when I have watched it, I've had some chuckles, some laughs here and there. And so Mayim Bialik, the actress who portrays Amy Farrah Fowler, I believe, she dressed up as Godzilla for Halloween. And honestly, she's a really cool, she seems like a really cool person. Apparently, she actually has a degree in like some kind of science or something, like a master's degree in something like that. But yeah, I gotta say, she, for what it is, good choice. I'm not a huge fan of this type of costume, the inflatable costumes. They're all right. The Godzilla one, less so. It's kind of like a big melted chocolate bar. That's what it reminds me of. A big melted chocolate rabbit. But I gotta say, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see. But anyhow, we're coming towards the end here. I got 3 more things to show you guys. And after that, I'll probably watch a Godzilla movie. So let's take a look here. Let us take a look. I think my voice is getting a little tired. But, well, you just got to go with what it's got to do. Never watched a full episode of that show, but I did watch Blossom when I was younger. That's neat. Neat. Yeah, I don't think my mother and like some of my sisters, they really like the show, but I just never really was into it because it seemed a little silly to me, but I guess that's the point of the show. Let's see here. Speaking of shows, we have a anime that is on the way. So here's a post just kind of showcasing some of the anime adaptations of Godzilla that have happened within the last 4 to 5 years. Let's see here. Alrighty. So this post in general is talking about the Godzilla Anime Trilogy and all that kind of stuff. But let's just take a look here. These are all kind of partially produced by Netflix. So we had Godzilla, Planet of Monsters, which is all right. Honestly, I don't have a huge beef with the Godzilla anime movies. So you have Godzilla, Planet of Monsters, Godzilla, City on the Edge of Battle, and then you also had Godzilla Planet Eater. So you had a trilogy of Godzilla movies, and each of them was kind of been criticized to a degree. There's been a lot of skepticism, and reactions have been mixed to the trilogy as a whole. Just some of the subversion, some of the things here and there, whether they're plot details or design elements, have been questioned. But honestly, I think they're fine for what they are. Honestly, I love the design of Godzilla. It's interesting. It's an interesting story. Some of the plot details are interesting, and you get to see some interesting stuff here and there. You follow some characters who are they range in levels of interest, but there's some cool stuff. I like these posters. This poster for Planet Eater looks really nice. Giant Spaghetti Ghidorah is really cool. And then we have a new announcement of this Godzilla Singular Point. Godzilla Singular Point is going to come out next year. Here's a little poster or cover art for that. Personally, I think it's going to be an interesting series. We'll probably talk more about that as it gets closer to the time of its release, and probably after it releases another trailer. If you're unaware, there is a trailer out on YouTube. Let me look that up for you, folks. Godzilla Singular Point trailer. I believe Netflix. Yes, Netflix Asia. So let me just click on this. Oh, goodness. The music just right in my face. But anyhow, let me copy this, paste this down into the chat for anybody who comes across this, whether it's the archive or right now. But here's a link to that. It's a short little teaser trailer, basically. It's only under a minute, basically. But you get to take a look at some really nice designs, some redesigns of classic monsters. And you kind of get a taste. You don't quite know what's happening, but you get a decent idea that, hey, monsters are here and we got to do something about it. But anyhow. So for this post here, there was a question posed by Kaiju News Outlet regarding the poster artworks of these 4 movies. And here's my comment here. It's, I keep it pretty chill. So I just said, for me, it's a toss-up between Planet Eater and City on the Edge of Battle as my favorite poster artworks. And then I would probably say Planet of the Monsters. And I think Singular Point's cover is the least interesting to me. I don't know. I'm not hating on it, really. I just got to say, I don't really care too much about these 2 things. I'd like it more if I could see the detail of Godzilla. But no, I'm still looking forward to it. Godzilla's mouth is almost at a perfect right angle. If you look at that orange-red silhouette back there. It's going to be interesting. From what I've seen in the little teaser trailer there, some of the monsters are going to be brought to life by computer animation. Sometimes it's a hit and sometimes it's a miss with computer animation in anime. I mean, basically, you take a look at the Godzilla Anime Trilogy of movies, everything was computer animation, which I think it worked. I think it worked well enough for the thing because there was no hand-drawn stuff to contrast it. But with this newer movie, not movie, this is a series, I think. So with this newer one, Singular Point, you're going to have hand-drawn characters, and you're going to have some contrast there between them and these CG monsters, which is going to be something that I'm going to worry about up until I see another trailer, or until I, understand, if this changes, if it's just like, okay, well, only a few monsters and a few little scenes are going to be CG, then, it's something I can get over. But that's something that's got me a little worried. Not worried, but, concerned. You look at this. You got a little dog thing, little doggo. That's neat. Little Shiba. I think that's a Shiba. I don't know. But anyhow, coming up to the gosh, got a bit tongue tied there. So we're coming up to the end here, folks. And Xplus has shared a new figure that's going to come out, or new statue that's going to come out of Shin Godzilla. This is going to be the Xplus Gigantic Series Godzilla 2016 Awakening version. Xplus, they produce premium vinyl statues. So, of course, they've already made a bunch of statues of Shin Godzilla, but this is part of the Gigantic series of, statues. So this is going to be extra large. This is probably going to be around 20, maybe. Typically, they go around the 30 centimeter scale for a majority of their stuff, but the Gigantic series usually takes it up possibly another 10 centimeters. So it's going to be big, 10 to 20, possibly even, I don't even know, but these are going to be big figures. This is going to be a very big thing. This is $737, approximately. It's going to be up for pre-order by the end of November. But let's take a look. These are some really nice pictures here, really nice images of this big, chunky boy. And, of course, this is Shin Godzilla, and he's charging up his atomic breath, atomic laser, so to speak. And it looks nice. Typically, you can kind of expect a specialty version, or a version with light-up features, to also be released. And this guy would look beautiful, especially with some of these translucent parts, like on the tail and the inner mouth and the spines. That would look great with a purple light. Here we have a back view, and it looks like the tail comes with a little stand. A little standish to make sure, to make sure you don't fall backwards, because, well, nobody likes to buy something expensive and just have it break. But that's looking nice. It's looking cool. There's a reason why I never buy Xplus, because it's expensive. Ain't nobody got money for that. But anyhow, final item here. This is something that I really enjoyed looking at. In honor of Godzilla's 66th anniversary, they've released some special foods, some special kaiju foods. Yes, Bone, the tail is gigantic on this Godzilla. It, especially on that version of Godzilla, the tail is nearly twice as long as he is tall. So it's a monstrous figure. And to close it out, let's take a look at some monstrous food. So we hope you're hungry for a kaiju-sized meal in celebration of Godzilla's 66th anniversary. Toho is launching a Godzilla Cafe in Osaka, Japan. The menu includes a kaiju foot burger, katsu with curry, and chocolatey Godzilla-themed cakes. What are you ordering? So first we got the hamburger. And this really made me laugh. It's the patty is shaped like Godzilla's footprint. They put some kind of a paste on there to kind of color it, I'd be interested in knowing what that was. And then they stuck some little almonds in it for the toenails. And you got some nice, honestly, those fries look nice. I'd eat those. I've never had Japanese French fries. The bun looks, I'm not a huge fan of that type of bun. Give me a sesame seed bun, if you know what I'm saying. But, it's basically your run of the mill, your standard hamburger. That is something that I would take. I'd buy that. Next up, we got this chocolatey cake, which looks lovely. You got a slice of cake with some little, I'm hoping those are like chocolate tortilla chips or something, some kind of chocolatey chip or something. And, has spines, Godzilla's spines, dorsal plates. And then they did this neat little thing where they got a little bit of, I guess they have a stencil, and then they put some powder. No, so okay, wait. Trying to think. So maybe I'm imagining a stencil, little plastic stencil of a Godzilla foot. They get a little spray bottle, they spray the plate a bit, around the foot, and then they sprinkle some crumbs, some chocolate crumbs or crumble around that stencil so that you get this footprint silhouette. That's what I'm going to imagine. At least that's what my brain is thinking right now. And finally, we got the katsu with curry. Now, personally, I'm a huge fan of chicken katsu. I love chicken katsu, or katsu chicken. I love that stuff. I don't eat seafood. Well, I don't eat shellfish because I'm allergic to that stuff. And, yeah, it sucks. It sucks being allergic to tasty food. But anyhow, and that, it looks all right. Yeah. Some basic rice with some curry. And, I do like curry. Looks actually, it'd be a nice solid meal right there. Looks like you get 4 of these. So, yeah, doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. But I'm definitely feeling this cake. The cake, and I'd probably order the hamburger. But I am still interested in what sauce they used on that patty, because yeah, that does make you wonder, right? Maybe that's some type of Japanese sauce or something. That might be nice. But anyhow, folks, I think that's going to be about it. It's going to be about it. It's been nice. It's been a 46-minute stream here. I have had a very fun time here. And yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Bone, for coming into the chat. Hopefully, you got a couple laughs here and there. That's pretty much what we go for. And, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things to love about Godzilla. You could say,
that's a lot of fish.
There's a lot of fish. I love trying to work in a clip with talking. But anyhow, it's going to be the end of the stream. Big thanks to everybody who came in, whether you popped in or not. I really appreciate it. Thanks again, Mr. Bone. I will see you around. I will probably see you in a chat. Whoever's going to be streaming, hopefully I'll see you there. But thank you so much. And let's see. Let's end with something funny.
Get the honey! Get the honey!